Okay, this will be a short video describing the midterm project for the PLC class. What I've got here is the ladder logic as I gave it to the class, and there are a few errors in the programming here. So what I'll do is let me open the screenshot, which shows the steps that we're supposed to do. So on power up, the drive stop out is on. Okay, so that tells me that if run is off, then the drive stop out here has to be on. Well, drive stop turns it on. Drive stop is on if run is on. So obviously that's backwards. So either I need a closed run contact or a closed drive stop. I noticed a lot of people were putting a closed right here because it would make it work, but a better solution would be to change this to a closed contact. So I'll go ahead and do that. Let me go to online editing. I'll double click on that. I'll change it and I will accept those changes. Okay. So now let me toggle back to this. On power up, the drive stop out is on, and sure enough, it is. It is on right now. Okay. So let's tackle these one at a time. Let's go back and look. So one is finished. See if I can edit that. I'm going to see if I can draw something to it. I'll draw something on top of that. I'm going to strike through that. Okay, let's go back. The next thing says press start to initiate the timer TR1. Okay, so that looks okay. There's start. However, TR2 is open. So that obviously that has to be a closed TR2. Otherwise, I can't turn on run and I can't do anything. So I'm going to edit that as well. I'm going to close contact there. Okay, so if I press the start button now, I should get the run. And I have a start stop. Let me just try it out and see what it does. Okay, so I get the run. I get a timer. Let's go back and look at it. So that's finished. TR1 works with TR2 to generate a pulse. Let's look at that. I'm going to press stop here. I'll press start again. And here's the problem that you probably already encountered, and that is that TR2 is no longer undone, so it's got run disabled here. So the problem is that TR1 is sealing itself on, so I can't turn that off. So that needs to go away. This branch needs to go away. So I'll double click on that. I'll delete the branch. And I'll approve those changes, and let's press stop. Let's press start. You can see we get a pulse there. Turn it off again. Turn it on again. So that looks good. So the problem, there's multiple problems here. Just right off the bat, this needs to be a closed contact to allow this to run. I had sealed in TR1 by itself, and that's always a mistake. So I had to delete that branch right there. The TR2 timer is actually okay. So let's go back to the instructions and strike that off. Once run is sealed in, drive stop out turns off. Let's just watch down here and see if that happens. Yeah, that happens. That's automatic. However, the whole thing does reset after the two-second timer expires. So it's like an auto reset. So that is met. Timer TR2 resets the system. That's true. Press stop at any time to reset. Let's check that as well. So I'm going to press start, then I'll press stop. That works fine. So we had multiple problems here. The first one was the TR2 was open. It should have been closed. Run had a branch around it, which was causing the timer to never turn off, which was preventing me from resetting it. So that had to go away as well. Since this timer would not turn off, this timer was always done, which was locking this one out here. So it was a chain reaction of errors. So TR2 resets the run contact. That's why it's a closed contact here. Run turns on TR1, TR1 turns on TR2. TR2 works with the done contact here to generate a pulse output. I didn't watch the rest of it. Let's watch it as it runs here. So we get a pulse, and when it's not running, the drive is stopped. So we get our start pulse and our stop. So everything looks good. One more time. So there's a combination of mistakes there, 3 errors that I could see. Here's one on rung number 5. Rung number 1 had a branch, it should not have been there. Rung 0 had an open contact instead of a close. So I know this is challenging because you didn't write this program and you're just trying to figure out what's wrong with it. But this is realistic in that most problems are going to come from somebody else's work, and you'll just have to walk up to it, have a look at it, and try to figure out what's wrong with it. So it's not easy, but it is challenging. And hopefully, as you do more of this type of work, you'll start to see these errors pop up without looking so hard. This was only a 10-point exam, so like we had mentioned previously, if you didn't do well on it, it's not the end of the world. It's not like it's going to cause a huge problem in your grading. It's just something that takes more practice, I would say. And the more we work with it, the better you'll get. So that's the end of this video. It's just a few errors in this program, and it's back to working correctly.